In this lecture I'm going to show you how you can create this sort of effect, reflection. I've done it with text and I've done it with a book cover of mine. So I'm going to show you how I actually did that. So I'm going to go new image, 18,500. Oh, beg your pardon, 1,850, not 18,000, by 2,500. 18,000 would be far too large as a cover. So we're in here. We're just going to do the text one first. So that's pretty straightforward. As you'll probably gather, we're just going to type the word reflection. And I'm going to just make that a little bit bold. Put it in the center. I just like to put center. It doesn't always matter. I'm going to make it black. And OK that, and then I'm going to OK that. Then we're going to rasterize the layer, of course, and then we're going to make this a little bit bigger. So we're just going to move this down here a wee bit, and we're going to make that something like that size. There should be OK, I think. Just put it right there. Click yes to save the changes. Now, as you see, to do a reflection, what we need to do is a copy of this, which will be the other one we're going to turn upside down. So that's what we're going to do. So when we're on there, if we right click with our mouse, or we could go up here if you like, and it would have it there, duplicate layer. But for quickness, you can just right click, click duplicate layer, and now you've got two exactly the same, although it's called it by default reflection copy. So on the copy one, that's the one we were going to turn upside down. So we're going to get our move tool. Well, actually, before we do that, it's very, very simple. We're just going to go layer. We're going to flip layer vertical to make it upside down. It looks a bit weird because it's on top of the other one. We're just going to move this down. I'll get it as close as we possibly can there. And if we really want to make sure that's dead close, we can zoom in. Okay, just use the sliders for this one. Come across a little bit so we can see the gaps on the L's, and then just use my arrow keys. So it's the arrow keys on my keyboard, so I use the up arrow, just touching one at a time until it is as nice and close as I want it there. Perhaps a bit more there. So that will do. I just zoom back out again so we can see the whole thing. So it's upside down now. I created an angle effect on this one to make it look more 3D. So how I did that was I simply I'm in the bottom layer, so I just went to edit, free distort, and all I did was I just angled them. So I just move this here. So save changes, forgot that. Let's move this here. Okay, so let's edit, free distort, and what we did was just made this look a bit 3D. So just move that like that, and then similarly move this one to get it pretty much the same. You just got to use your good judgment here to sort of see whether it's right, and try to keep it level and everything like that. That is the same size, and not getting bigger at one end. So something like that would be okay. Click outside, yes. And as you can see, when something is a reflection, it's usually a bit fair, so that might be on a shiny surface. So when we're on this one, again, this usually is not showing, but if I click on opacity, it's at 100, so we just reduce that, and that can make that go like that. Again though, if it's on a background, remember the less opacity, it means the background is going to show through, which is okay actually, probably on the background, because it's going to be reflecting on the background anyway, isn't it? But if you didn't want to do it that way though, and didn't want the color showing through, then what you could do is simply go adjustment, brightness, and then just simply adjust your brightness, and you get the same effect. And that's how we do a text. Now for the book cover. So I just paused the video there where I've brought in my book cover writing steps. Now we're just going to make this a reflection. So again, this is really simple. Right click, duplicate layers, and I've got two book covers. I'm on the one I want to turn upside down, so simply turn it upside down. So flip vertical. There we are, and then just simply move that down so it's directly below my image there. This time I'm not going to spend too much time zooming in close to get it exactly right. but you would normally do that. Free distort, and once again just simply lift it up just a little bit there, depending on the angle that you want. Again, move this up, making sure it's straight and uniform. So just a slight bit there. Oops, messing about. There we are. There we are. So then just click outside, OK on that, and then use either the opacity or, if you like, brightness and contrast to make that brighter. There we are, and that's it. Click OK, and there we have it. That's how to do reflections, and you can do that with images and anything you want, really, and it makes it look really good, because you know how many books out there have that effect on their book covers, and you can make it look really nice if you spend a lot of time on it, depending on what images you want to choose and so on, and the old book will stand out as a result.